Protests have started. Justice for Floyd, downtown. AC DJ. They're all over the place. Let's go. Welcome back. This week's random movie is called The Hornets Nest. What is that? No, it's not a documentary about insects. Hornets Nest is about a police chief, Virginia Madsen, her top deputy, and a reporter investigate a serial killer. Who knows? Kind of sounds like a throwaway movie, but it came out in 2012. I guess it didn't really make much traction because I've never heard of this. I always get these movies that I've never heard of for some reason, which is cool because otherwise I never would have watched this stuff. So that's the whole point of Movie Random, me watching random movies that I never would watch in the first place. But that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's watch The Hornets Nest. Let's see what it's about. Hopefully it turns out to be halfway decent. Hopefully it keeps my attention, but we'll never know. It's about an hour and a half long, so I will see you guys in about an hour and a half. Till then, let's get going. Welcome back. Just finished watching Hornets Nest, and let me start off by saying, first of all, it was a made-for-TV movie, which I did not know, which means that the production value is gonna be pretty low, the budget is gonna be low, and the story is not going to be as well produced as a regular big budget film. That being said, of course, you know where I'm going with this. Hornets Nest was a bust. You might as well get some Raid and spray on that Hornets Nest because this movie was about as whack as it can come. It starred Sherry Stringfield and Robbie Amell. Let me go ahead and break it down what this movie was about. Okay, this movie was about Sherry Springfield, who was a captain of the police force or something like that. Robbie Amell was a reporter. They were trying to track down a string of serial killings that were in Charlotte. Come to find out, EMT tech and a prostitute was killing people because the EMT tech had some kind of twisted, lustful obsession with this hooker and wanted to protect her. So anybody that she would pick up as far as a trick, he would just go out and kill them for whatever reason. It would be like businessmen or people coming into town. Anywho, these two was just killing up people, and the movie was about trying to catch the killers. And come to find out, the killer was like right under their noses all along. It was just a waste. It was really a waste. I mean, it was okay if you into that kind of stuff, but it was really no action. The story was about the same as any other story. You basically could have put this in an episode of whatever TV series, and that would have been just fine. So basically, to conclude, Hornets Nest, if you ever come across that movie, don't even waste your time. You're better off watching an episode of NCIS, because that's pretty much what it was. So, not Crump, Hornet Nest. Thanks for listening. Let's move on to my movie page. Welcome back. My movie pick for this week is definitely a classic. Definitely a movie that you've probably seen before, especially if you grew up in the 90s. Definitely a cult hit. And if you're a Tupac fan, you've definitely seen this movie. This movie is none other than Juice. Juice starred Omar Epps as Q, and Tupac Shakur is Bishop. And Juice is about juice, having juice on the streets. Who's got the clout? That's basically what the movie is about. More than that, though, it's just one of the best acting portrayals that was given by Tupac. He played the Bishop role to the T. Of course, I'm a Tupac fan, so hey, Tupac, along with some of the other movies that he played in, like Poetic Justice, Above the Rim, stuff like that. I mean, he was on a roll back then. He probably would have been like huge right about now if he didn't pass away. But this particular film was one of my favorites. Has been one of my favorites for a very long time. The crew that was in that movie had some similarities to the crew that I kind of ran with when I was coming up. That's another reason why this movie is one of the favorites for me. I can watch this time and time again. Just go ahead if you haven't seen it before, or I know the younger generation probably doesn't know what I'm talking about, but go ahead, Google Juice. When it comes up, it's probably not on Netflix, but I know it's on some other streaming services. Check it out, watch it. You'll see the great Tupac. You'll see Omar Epps, who's had a stellar acting career, as he's gotten older. And I forgot who directed the movie, but I think he's gone on to direct a couple of other great films as well. Oh, and by the way, it also had a dope soundtrack. So, in short, check out Juice, my movie pick for this week. Definitely Crump. I'm back. To conclude, Hornets Nest was a waste of time. I wouldn't recommend it. Don't watch that. A made-for-TV movie, which is probably why it's pretty bad, because I mean, there's not that many good made-for-TV movies. So don't watch that. Don't even waste your time. Juice, yes. Rent it. Watch it. Own it. Definitely put that in your library. Coming up next week, another random movie, another favorite movie, another movie pick. Definitely thank you for checking out the channel. Once again, my information is in the description, so it's in the comment, it's in the email, it's in the text, whatever. Just let me know what's going on. And to conclude, my random thought for today is basically what I'm gonna start doing. So this random thought is, with everyone having a cell phone, having access to a video camera, why do people still do dumb shit? I don't know. That's just my random thought. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.